everyone. I'm Ria Mittal and I work as a product evangelist at SellerApp. And welcome to SellerApp's live where we do Monday webinars. We're trying to make this a thing. Let us know in the comment section below if you'll be interested in it. So today we are going to be talking about Amazon brand registry. And do you really need Amazon brand registry on Amazon anymore? Well, we have an expert, Amy Weiss, to help us decide that and take an action finally. So yes, for those of you watching right now, hi and welcome to SellerApp's live stream. So, yes, this is how the session is going to look like. We are going to be talking about what is Amazon brand registry and then move to importance of Amazon brand registry as well. So, without further ado, let me invite today's speaker, Amy Weiss. Hi, Amy. Welcome back to Seller App's live stream.
Hello, Ria. Thank you for having me. It's good to hang out with you again. It's good to be here, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday.
Oh, yes, Mondays are always I think Monday sets a mood for the rest of the week because I manifest every Monday. So, yes, so much happening. It's so much fun.
I love that. I like to try, even though we e-commerce brand owners and entrepreneurs can kind of make our own schedules. I
Right.
love to try and keep my schedule as much to kind of business hours as possible. I try not to work on weekends. I try to block off my time at night to spend that time with my family. But Mondays are always associated with something negative when you're in the working world. So I love how you're making it positive and you're starting off the week. And I'm excited to start off every week because I get to do what I love every day. So that's really cool.
And I think it's really important for like a person who's an entrepreneur to love what they do. Otherwise, it's again like Mondays. Oh, like I get that.
Yeah, why would you want to create a job for yourself that you don't even like?
True.
That
Yeah.
would not be fun. So yeah, definitely. But I love the idea of starting your day with positive thoughts and gratitude and reflections. I think that is one of the best things you can do, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're working a 9 to 5, stay-at-home mom, doesn't matter. We can start our day with a positive attitude and it's like the day will just follow in a positive way, right?
Yeah, that was very well said. So, Amy, could you introduce yourself and then let's talk about Amazon brand registry?
Yeah, well, hello everyone. I'm Amy Weiss. I'm from amazingathome.com, and we help people build and launch amazing private label brands.
All
I'm
right.
happy to be here.
Yeah, and Amy has been there for our sessions before as well, and I just love her because she has her own masterclass that you should definitely check out. So yeah, let's start talking about Amazon brand registry. So for those of you who are new here and are planning to start selling on Amazon, or if you're a new seller, you need to understand what Amazon brand registry is. And Amy is like the perfect person who's going to help you understand that. So let's talk about Amazon brand registry and the things you require to enroll for Amazon brand registry as well. So yes, Amy, over to you.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to note that if you're just getting started, just selling online, and you're just maybe learning the business model and you're just trying to send in maybe a test product or something like that, I wouldn't worry so much about Amazon brand registry, right? Yes, it's going to give you lots of benefits, and we're going to talk about those benefits today. But if you're just learning to sell online and you're just getting started, don't worry about Amazon brand registry in the beginning. Okay, so that's my first tip for you. Just learn how to sell online to start with. Okay. And Ria, I'm getting some feedback. I don't know if it's coming back through. Maybe you have a speaker on or something. Yeah, I'm just getting feedback like every time I talk, it's coming like back through. So I don't know. But anyway, it's okay. Well, I'll try to ignore it.
Okay, I'll try to fix that from here as well. But you can keep talking. Yeah.
Yeah. So the bottom line is, you guys, if you're just learning how to sell online, don't worry about Amazon brand registry. But what is Amazon brand registry? Let's talk about that. Amazon brand registry is the ability for your brand to exist on Amazon. It gives you the ability to protect your brand. So be able to control your product listings, to be able to really change your product listings without a lot of going back and forth, with seller support. It also gives you the ability to protect your brand. So if someone else is selling against you, you can, not necessarily selling against you, but if they're trying to sell, if they hijack your product listing, so let's say they're selling a different product that isn't your brand, and you can prove that because you own your supply chain, and if they're selling the same product and you can't prove that it's not the same product, then it's very, very hard to report them. But if they're truly selling a different product, then you can report that to Amazon and you can get them taken down. Some brands are also able to gate their products, which prevents anyone from selling those same branded products without their permission. So that can be very, very helpful. Also, Brand Registry unlocks a suite of amazing tools that gives you data and analytics that other sellers do not get. So you can do that. It also allows you the ability to build a storefront on Amazon. So you can have your very own Amazon link. It can be like amazon.com/your brand name. So this allows you to drive traffic to Amazon. It allows you to really stand out on the page. You can build basically a web page on Amazon for your brand with all of your products. You can also put what's called enhanced brand content, or A+ content, on your product description. So whenever you see someone's listing that has like a really nice looking web page underneath the bullet points and the photos, that's because they're brand registered. So that can sometimes, the best thing about A+ content is that you can actually recommend other products that you sell right inside of the product description. So you can cross-sell. It's really, really neat. So you definitely want to get brand registered, especially if you are wanting to build a brand and cross-sell your products. It really sets you up for success, okay? So let's talk about what you need in order to be brand registered. So on Amazon, you need to have a trademark or a pending trademark. So Amazon has a program called IP Accelerator. So if you filed your trademark and you have that filing number, but it hasn't been approved yet, you can use the IP Accelerator program to actually get your pending trademark to get brand registry approved, okay? So in order to apply for brand registry, you're just going to go to brandservices.amazon.com. So brandservices.amazon.com. And I would love to share my screen and just show you what that looks like. So we're at brandservices.amazon.com, and you can see here, they've got the IP Accelerator program, they've got Project Zero, they've got the Transparency program. These two programs are specifically set up to protect your brand. So you can use specific barcodes that no one else can get, each barcode is unique to your brand and unique to that product. So if you send products in with those barcodes on them, then that prevents other people from selling that same product. Those products will actually get turned away at check-in if they don't have this unique barcode on them. So that's something to think about with brand registry. But you can come here to brandservices.amazon.com and you can learn all about the things that are required. And then there's also a FAQ. So if you go to brandservices.amazon.com/brandregistry/FAQ, it really walks you through the different types of trademarks that they accept, information that's required. So you need that your brand name needs to have an active registered trademark, and then the associated government registered trademark number. But and then a list of product categories in which the brand should be listed. But you can use IP Accelerator if you do not yet have a registered brand. So, a registered trademark. So those are some different things. You can come to this FAQ page and it will talk you through the different things that are required. And then once you're brand registered, you really have a lot of benefits to look forward to. Just like this page kind of walks you through, you can now have A+ content, which is that description, that product description that's very feature rich and looks like a web page. You can do advertising, which is so awesome. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. We'll talk about what I think are the biggest benefits. You can build your own storefront. That's what we talked about, where you can have your own link and you can build your own store. And then you also get access to a suite of tools like Amazon Brand Analytics that show you, for example, what other products people buy when they buy your products. It tells you what keywords are top search for your products. It tells you what products are best sellers for certain keywords, and that can help you in your advertising. And then, you can protect your brand with accurate listings. So, when you're trying to change a listing, it's very, very difficult if you're not a registered brand. But if you can prove you're the brand owner, it's very, very easy to change your listings and update them without having to do a lot of back and forth. So that's important. And then you can get proactive about protecting your brand using transparency in the Project Zero program. And you can report violations right through brand support. The other thing is, when you're brand registered, when you're dealing with seller support, you do have kind of a different team that's dedicated that you're dealing with. You have the brand support team, and they tend to be a little bit more responsive than I'm going to stop sharing here. They tend to be a little bit more responsive than regular seller support, but it's hit or miss sometimes anyway. So hopefully that answers some questions about what is brand registry and what does it offer you and what do you need to apply.
I think that was perfectly put. And if I am starting to sell on Amazon and if I want brand registry, this is the first place I would go to as well. So, according to your personal experience, are there brands or are there sellers who cannot register for Amazon brand registry?
Not really, as long as you as long as you meet the requirements, as long as you have a registered trademark or you use the IP Accelerator program, you should be able to do that. If you're just reselling other brands, there's not really a point for you to be brand registered. It's really for those that are building their own brands. That's really kind of and that doesn't mean you still can't. There's plenty of ways to make money on Amazon without being brand registered. But if you're building your own brand, it's very, very beneficial to have brand registry.
True, I agree. And especially if you're starting your own business and you have your unique product, you have utility patent, you have your other patents as well, or design patent. It takes money and it takes so much time for you to dispute it in a court, but it only takes 2 hours on Amazon to dispute it if you have trademark registration and brand registry. So I think this is something really unique and good about Amazon. This is why the platform is booming as it is in the current years as well. So what do you think about that, Amy?
Yeah, I think it's really good to utilize those resources that are available by Amazon and by any platform that you sell on. I mean, you should play by their rules and utilize the resources that they give you. And in this case, if you are building a brand, a trademark is one of the first things that you do. Whether or not you have patents, I mean, I think that the most important thing is that you take those steps, especially if Amazon is going to be a major sales channel for you, to utilize the programs that they give you to protect it.
True. And as you mentioned, it gives you access to EBC, which is now A plus content, which I think is a really good way to tell your brand story and convince buyers to get your product. Then we also have sponsored brand ads, which are really, really important because they show up on the top of the page as well. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
can
let
we?
you, yeah, let's
Yeah,
talk
can
about
we
that.
talk? Let's talk about it. So, you guys, I don't know how many of you out there, and I see AJ and Assad are here, and they said hello, you guys. But I don't know how many of you have tried to launch a product without brand registry, and PPC can get very, very expensive when you're limited to just sponsored product ads, where you're basically doing broad phrase, exact match, and you can only either go inside of other people's product pages doing product targeting, or you can be maybe at top of search. But when you have a registered brand, you now can take up so much more real estate on the page. Number one, you can run headline search ads. those ads show up at the very top of the search page on Amazon, headline search ads. They really stick out. You can set your own headlines for them. I mean, it's really great. And they're not as expensive. Even though you get that prime real estate on the page, they're not as expensive because there's not as much competition. You've now gotten out of competing with the giant pot of sellers, 3,800 new sellers on Amazon every day that are in that sponsored product pot, all competing for the same keywords. Now, when you can do sponsored brand ads, you've suddenly gone into a new pot of bidders, and it's a much more affordable pot, and you get better real estate on the page. So that's really, really awesome. So headline search ads is the first one. The second one is video ads. You have now opened up video ads. If you've seen on Amazon, when you search for something and you see a giant video ad in the middle of the page, that's sponsored brands that are able, or registered brands that are able to do that. So you can run a video for your product in the middle of the page, take up half the page. I mean, how much trust does that build with the customer? Huge. And video ads are some of the lowest ACoS ads that I have, because they convert like crazy and they're not that expensive, because then there's another barrier to entry. You have to have a video. So a lot of brands are registered brands and they don't have a video. So now you're running a video. And by the way, you guys, video ads are it's easy to make a video. You can hire somebody on Fiverr to basically just take your images and take stock footage and make a really great video. So don't let the fact that you don't have a video stop you from doing video ads. Get it done. So that's video ads. And then the other cool thing that you can do, and there's a few different really cool things that you can do, but the other cool thing is product display ads. And what you can do with those is you can actually show up in your competitor's buy box. So they show up right below the buy box, and then also right below the bullet points on the page. So now the customer doesn't have to scroll all the way down to see sponsored products related to this product. It's right there below their bullet points, or right below their buy box. They see a picture of your product. And you can do some really great targeting in your headlines. You can set up your custom headlines. And so I did this with a product that was made the customer buy these liners for the product. Like they had to buy more liners. And so my product is a competing product to that product. And so my headline inside of this competitor's product ad, it's inside of their product page, said, "No more liners to buy." So I set up an ad just to show up in their buy box, just to target those customers that go, "Ooh, wait a minute, with this, I don't have to buy any more liners." So that is a really great thing. You can show up right in their buy box, and that's going to convert really, really well. And you're not going to be in the same pot with everybody else. And one more, you can do retargeting ads as well. So anybody who has looked at your ads, you can actually retarget them, and Amazon will kind of follow them around, not only on Amazon, but off of Amazon. They will show your ads to customers. So that's really, really huge. And it really gives you an advantage. And you're not, the biggest advantage is that you're not in the same bidding pot as all the other sellers who are competing for those pages, or those ads at the top of search. That's going to be cheaper. It's going to convert higher, and you can take up more real estate and prime real estate on the page.
That was amazing, Amy. I love what you did with your competitors listing. I think when I advise people who are doing product research, the main target for me when I'm telling them what product research is to aim at what your competitor does not have. And running these kind of ads is just a perfect way to get the message out there, like, hey, maybe check this out. The competitor does not have that. So I think that is amazing. And there's ads which are off Amazon. Could you elaborate a little bit on that? Because I'm new to that specific category that you're talking about.
Yeah, so Amazon will show your ads off of Amazon to other customers who have viewed your product. So if you've ever run Google Ads does the same thing. They'll kind of follow your customer around the internet. So like whoever's looked at your ad, they'll kind of follow them around. And what Amazon will do is the same thing. Wherever they've bought ad space on other pages and such, if that customer has looked at your product, they'll actually follow them around the internet off of Amazon and show them your ad again and again. And it's the sales cycle says that it takes us like 7 to 12 touches for someone to make a buying decision with our product. So what a great opportunity to follow them around. And you're not paying for views, you're paying for clicks. So if that could be very, very effective for you. I was looking at a client's PPC this morning, and she's in a very, very competitive category. But the retargeting ads that she was doing were very low ACoS. And it's like, okay, let's do more of that because it's converting very, very well and at a very low price.
True. And I think video ads do the same thing as well. I loved when you spoke about video ads. I am a crazy cat lady, as well as Amy's photo frame says right there. So I was buying cat food and I saw the craziest and the most clickable and viral ads there are. And believe me, even if I do not want to purchase that brand, the ad just makes you sit there and look at it again and again because it was a loop and I didn't even realize that it was a loop. So there's so much that you can do with video ads, which can lead to so many conversions. Of course, so many more clicks, engagement, and as Amy said, low ACoS, which is a perfect spot. So yes, plus 80%, 60 to 80% of the population are visual learners. So product videos are important as well. So yes, just building on that, Amy. Thank you so much. So I have a question right here from Ajay that I would like to take up. So hi Ajay, thank you so much for being here. For those of you watching right now, let us know where you're watching from. So I have been reading about Amazon brand analytics, and one thing that still confuses me is the difference between item comparison and alternate purchase behavior. Can you please elaborate on that, Amy?
This is a good question. I would actually have to look at the little bubble over item comparison. I think what they look at, I think with item comparison, sorry, I'm getting like feedback back into my headphones, but I think what they're looking at with item comparison is other products that people look at when they also look at your product. And alternate purchase behavior are the top items that are purchased outside of your product. So, if you're looking at your product, because you can also look at other people's products for that, but the alternate purchase behavior is the different products that they buy instead of yours. So I believe that that's what it is, but you can also just double check by clicking the little info bubble and it will give you a good description of that. But good question, AJ. And I love looking at Amazon brand analytics and playing around with that. I love that they show the most clicked items for different keywords. It's a really great way to set up your product targeting ads. And if you're doing the retargeting or you're doing video ads, it's a great place if you reverse search that competitor and see what top keywords they're ranking for, and you're showing video ads on those pages. That's really good. You can check the highest clicked, highest purchased ASINs for a certain keyword, and you can create those sponsored brand ads specifically in that competitor's buy box and use those ASINs, and that is really, really effective as well.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for answering that question, Amy. So if you guys have any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, or you can leave them in the not live section of the comment section below. We can answer that after the live is over. So yes, we have 5 more minutes left for this live, Amy. What else would you like to speak about? I think we should really speak about product targeting ads a little bit more, because I had a session recently with who was he? Well, I can't recall his name, but we spoke about how you can run free advertisements on your competitors' listings. So, do you think product targeting ads are going to be like, or what new advertisements do you think Amazon is going to come up with? That's a better question to speak about right now. So, yeah.
Well, I think what Amazon is trying to do is create a kind of more of a boutique shopping experience where people can go kind of from storefront to storefront because they really want it to be more of a curated brand experience. And so speaking of that, besides ads, there's some organic opportunities that I keep messing up sponsored brands and registered brands that registered brands have. And so let's talk about two of those. The first one is Amazon Posts. And when you're on your mobile phone,
Amazon Posts. I love
yes.
them.
So you can go into Amazon Posts and you can, hang on, I want to write this down so I don't forget to tell you guys. So Posts, I want to talk about Amazon Live, and I also want to talk about virtual bundles. Those three things I want to talk about with you guys, because those are all organic opportunities to really thrive, right? Because we've talked about ads, we've talked about sponsored brand ads, headline search ads, product display ads in your competitor's buy box, and that's where you would do that product targeting. Regular product targeting ads that are not for sponsored brands are very expensive because there's a lot of people doing product targeting because keywords tend to get saturated, and then people try to get creative with product targeting. And so those are some of the highest ACoS ads that you can do is product targeting. So that being said, when you can do sponsored product ads and do product targeting and product display ads, and do that product targeting, you can really cut your costs. But Amazon Posts, if you use those, what they do is they show up on mobile, and you can literally, they're like social media posts, and the person can click to follow your brand. So they show up down by the reviews. So in all of us customers, when we're searching on mobile, I got my little phone out here, and if I'm searching on mobile and I'm looking at a product, nearly everybody clicks on the reviews and goes down and reads the reviews. Well, right there by the reviews are all the Amazon posts. And so you can click through, and it looks different than other main product photos, because you can actually put text, you can put a funny meme in there, you can do all kinds of different things with posts, and now you can follow that brand and you can grab that customer's attention, and now they're hanging out on your storefront. They've clicked that and they're looking at your posts, and they can go right to your storefront, and now they're into that boutique shopping experience that Amazon's trying to build. So that posts are they're free to make, they're easy, there's no charge if someone clicks on it. And here you can take up the real estate on the page without needing to pay for an ad. And that's permanent real estate, and it's going to keep showing. And a lot of people are not doing posts. So, if you already have a Facebook page or an Instagram page, repurpose that content, right? Look at the things that got the most, look at the posts on those social media that got the most action, look at your insights that got the most engagement, and put those inside of your competitors' product pages on Amazon. So create that, do that. It's really, really awesome. You can also do free videos that videos related to this product, and those also show up in your posts. And so you can do like YouTube videos, like with that kind of stuff. You could do a Facebook Live session, turn that into a video, and like talk about your product and do that kind of stuff, and just make it really fun. And then you can turn that into a YouTube, and you can post that in videos related to this product. There's all kinds of cool things that you can do. So speaking of videos and Facebook Lives, let's talk about Amazon Live. So Amazon Live, and it's really interesting because I have Fire TVs throughout my house. So Amazon has this program called Fire TV, which allows you to stream TV and movies. So it's kind of like Netflix, right? But it's Amazon's own smart TV platform. So it's HDMI, you hook it up to your TV, it's internet connected. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get all of their TV and their video and everything like that. So we have these Fire TVs on all of our TVs. And now on their main menu on the Fire TV, they have a live button. And like your Amazon live streams can actually show up there. So if you are in Amazon's Associates program, which is their affiliate program, you can sign up to do live streams. So if you don't want to do your own live streams, you can find somebody else who's an Amazon associate that wants to do live streams of your product, right? And then they get a commission for every one they sell anyway through the Amazon Associates program. So that's another way to take up a huge amount of real estate on the page, and not a lot of people are doing it. So definitely look at that. So Amazon Posts, Amazon Live, virtual bundles is the other thing that is really, really cool. I don't know if you guys have noticed it lately, but you can go in and you can create underneath brands, and you can click on virtual bundles inside of Seller Central, and you can bundle any of your products. And what's so cool about this is on your product page, when you create a virtual bundle, so let's say that you're selling cups and plates. Well, now you can bundle your cups and plates together. You don't have to send them in together to Amazon. You can list them together using your existing listings. And now you have another listing on Amazon. And when someone goes to your cup listing or your plate listing, they can scroll down and they can see bundle this product, and they'll see your virtual bundles right there. And it's huge on the page. So now you've taken up even more real estate. You've taken the attention away from your competitors. So it's really, really cool to check into all the different things that are available to registered brands. And then finally, your storefront. Your storefront has the ability to really create kind of a brand presence on Amazon for you. Again, create that boutique shopping experience. Your A+ content, you can actually recommend. It's against Amazon's policy, if you're not brand registered, to cross-sell other products. But if you're brand registered, you can not only create virtual bundles right on your product page, but you can also, right inside of your A+ content, you can recommend other products and compare your own products with each other and make them clickable and really just cross-sell like crazy. So it provides a really great opportunity.
Thank you, Amy. That was super informative. And coming to Amazon Post, I think one more benefit of Amazon Post is being since Amazon decides which category they're going to show your Amazon Post to. So let's say I'm selling aprons, and they will show my ads to let's say in a listing which is selling kitchen knives. So you can cross sell in so many different categories that you didn't even think your product is relevant in. So it gives you an opportunity to do that as well. I'm obsessed with Amazon Posts, especially with micro influencers coming in the way as well. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to take your advertising off the Amazon platform, and of course do social media marketing and Amazon marketing like integrated, which is super, super fun. So just adding that on there.
Yes. Yep. I agree. I love that idea too, to do some, use that for marketing as well. And I love how you can show up in product pages of competitors. So yeah. Well, Jose has a question for us. He says, for this virtual bundle, do I have to create a separate product listing the same way we create a new listing? So you don't, within the virtual bundle option on your dashboard, you will have to create a product listing, but you won't need a new GTIN or anything like that. You won't need a new UPC. It'll just create a new ASIN for you. So it gives you just unlimited opportunities to continue to list your products. So what we've done is different designs. So we have many different product designs. And so we've bundled those together, like a plain and a pattern one, that kind of thing. But yeah, you can cross-sell products and bundle them together. And then what happens when somebody buys it is Amazon will just put them together in a box and send them off to the customer. And then you can utilize your pictures, go in Canva or something and put the main photos together, you can put a little plus sign, it's very easy. And then your other pictures, you can just kind of mix and match, like put some from one listing, some from the other. You don't need to create like a whole new thing. You will still want to have an optimized listing, but being that it shows up really, really large on the page, it's just a really great cross-selling opportunity. We used to have to create promotions to do that. Like we used to have to create, which is still a great hack to use if you're wanting to cross sell your products. You can go into the advertising menu and click on promotions, and then click on discount, I believe it is, and percentage discount. And you can go in there and you can say, when somebody buys one of this product, they get 20% off of this other product, right? So then you can do a picture inside of your listing photos showing like, hey, we're running this promotion right now, and draw attention to that. And then make sure on your detail page display text, use some emojis and stuff, because that'll really, draw attention to it. But if you're doing virtual bundles and you're offering a little discount for people to buy things together, now they're showing up on frequently bought together, and you're getting you're getting that additional sales and cross-selling going on.
Thank you for answering that, Amy. That was very well put. And of course, virtual bundles are something that you should definitely look into as well, because everyone loves a good deal. And if they're getting two things for lesser price, why not? I choose bundles over individual products all the time, and I'm sure other customers as well. So virtual bundle is a very easy and exciting way to go. So thank you. Jose says that's fantastic. Thank you for answering that question, Amy. So yeah, I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Amy. I'm sorry about the feedback. I'm not sure what's happening, but yes, thank you so much for being here. And yes, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section below. We reached 8,000 subscribers yesterday. Woot woot! So make sure you subscribe to our channel to become a part of SellerApp family, and to make sure that our channel keeps growing and we keep putting out quality content for you all. Do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to like. And yes, thank you so much for being here. This is Amy Weiss. I'm Ria Mittal, and thank you for being here, everyone. Bye bye.